Recording. Yeah, no, not that. That's recording, that's recording, this recording. You can like get up and walk around to me.
You are who you are, so I think I would use that to my total advantage, honestly. And I put out a blast too with Syracuse, like any makeup artist hit me up. I got a big client. I just put it out. So by the time the interview, is done, I'll have a few heads.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't like that one. I don't like that page.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, thank you.
I could YouTube I'm a
tutorial.
I can YouTube a tutorial for a $600 face, and you're gonna give it $600 right now. I definitely not say $600.
No, I agree. Sorry, that's not even close.
Sorry, both of us out, but even thinking that is okay.
Yeah, you put that. It just in the back. Is there anything you don't want to talk about, like don't want to hint on? I be in it to win it, girl. I'm telling you now. Like, no, I'm just trying to answer questions like, where you from? Do you have a lover? Do you write your music, etc.
Yeah. And also, like, we're gonna cue any breaks and stuff as like we're still on the radio and we're gonna have music playing. Okay. So is that solid red? That button? Cool. How are you feeling, guys?
No, I'm ready. That's the song. Oh boy. All right.
Make sure you stay close to us.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I need to make sure. Sean is straight. They want to go to the hotel first, but I asked for all the issues that they should put the hotel in my name, so we all have no issues at the hotel. I told her that yesterday. I don't know if he did it already or not yet, but my phone's on my person. And now I wish there was a thing right next to it.
It's like, you can plug
Alright, you said when I put.
What's y'all number? It is.
But either way it goes, he still, either way he still will be able to get in because they're not there.
I can't call the hotel and ask them to let him in. Really?
You smoke? Smoke? Yeah.
I don't even think my phone
Okay.
is set up correctly, to be honest with you.
Cows, why I work, I was hyper about the day.
281.
Right. Time to hear those. Switch my
So will they even let me check in there?
You would have to be there. I'm not to call this stuff. I'll be there. I got you. I'll be there. Just go ahead and start.
What's up? What's up? This is Tapped Into. You already know my voice. This is your girl, MsNiyaNicole, and I got my co-host, Dee in the building.
Yeah, y'all already know. Tapping in.
Tapping in, and we have a special guest with us, you guys.
Yeah.
We have singer-songwriter Natasha Mosely. Hey.
Woo! She fine too, y'all. She
Yeah,
fine
she
as
looks
hell,
so
y'all.
cute in
Cause I know in person they be hit. She fine, y'all.
Right.
Thank you.
Her Instagram is not lying.
Look
But
at that.
we are going to be interviewing Natasha right here on Tapped Into. So we want to get a little bit in your business, see what you got going on. But let's start with a little bit of icebreakers to just, get us flowing in this conversation. So let me get into your love life. Are you single? Since you're so cute, are you single?
I was like, chill. She just made Hottie. Like, obviously, she trying to find him. Because he Hottie.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
So you know what that means.
Totally. I didn't.
It's complicated.
Exactly.
Fellas, I tried, but it's complicated.
That's
So,
fine.
if I was listening to your playlist right now, who would I hear first?
Okay, so first you would hear Ariana Grande.
Thank
Because
you.
she just put out her live album,
Right.
and it's dope.
I have to tune into it.
And I
That's
was
what a lot of
listening to
artists are doing now. Like, you know, that live album,
Yeah,
like Jay-Z.
it's so
Like,
good.
if you hear like the acoustics, you hear the vocals, you hear everything.
You hear everything
What do
they
you
say on the
prefer?
mic.
Mind you, like, do you prefer a live show versus like, you know, your
Yeah,
voiceover?
Definitely.
Me too. I'm just saying.
Right,
I hate going to a
yeah.
concert and I'm like, this bitch is not singing.
Right.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's
It
not
has to be
singing,
live.
bro.
And she's not putting any type of movements or anything.
Yeah,
like, girl, what are you
What's
doing?
up with you?
I feel you on
That's what's
that.
up.
So, one more question. Who would you want to be featured on? Anybody dead or alive? Female, male?
Beyonce. Oh,
Beyonce,
Yeah,
yes.
if I'm gonna take it there,
That's
I'm
about
gonna take
right.
it there. Beyonce for sure.
I definitely feel you. So where did you grow up? Where are you from?
Okay, so I'm from Atlanta, but I'm from Gwinnett.
Gwinnett County, stand up.
Yeah.
I done got locked up. Out there. Don't
North
tell nobody
side.
that.
And you know, a lot of people be hating on Gwinnett County, like, oh, Gwinnett County's not Atlanta. Yes,
Yes, it
Gwinnett
is.
County is Atlanta.
Good in Atlanta, okay? It's the heart of Atlanta. You can get gunpowder and diapers and hair on the same block. I'm lying?
Yeah, well, what part?
I don't know. Don't tell me. I got locked up there. They had me
No,
scared straight.
Gwinnett. Now I'm trying to tell you, Gwinnett is Gwinnett is Gwinnett.
I haven't. I only went to Clark Atlanta's homecoming. That was the only time I've been in Atlanta.
In Atlanta.
Yeah.
Now
No.
see, in that part of Atlanta is where I have seen
Some
the
stuff.
most.
Nah, I was in Clayton County, so I don't think you've seen.
Okay.
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 All right. So that's all I need to say. It's in the hood.
True.
So as I mentioned before, Natasha is a singer. So what actually made you get into singing?
So I grew up singing. I've been singing since I was little. I'm singing in church.
In church. In church. So did you have any backlash from having like church music, singing church music into secular music?
No, I didn't have no backlash at all, actually.
It's good.
That is
Whitney
good.
Houston did.
Right, with parents and
Well, but both of my parents were very supportive in my career, you know, and they just supported whatever I wanted to do. Now, when I started singing secular music, it was like, okay, now there are going to be some boundaries and limits of what you can sing about
Right.
at an early age.
Right. How early did you start singing? Like,
Secular,
Yeah.
when I got in middle school.
huh? You was 14, like,
When I got in the 6th grade, I was like, oh.
this is what this is about.
I was like, I want to shake my legs, I want to pluck my unibrow, I want to do all that.
so was there a specific song, album, or artist that made you want to switch into that secular music?
Well, I was just in there with, you know, older kids, and they were listening to things and songs that I didn't know, so I wanted to know what the songs were too. And then, not to mention, like, I was already staying up late trying to watch BT.
Trying to get BT unlocked. Feel me?
Wait, my mom like, it's bedtime, go to bed.
I was always
It's the
trying to stay
TV
up
on.
late, trying to
Fact.
catch what I
It's the
could
TV
find.
on.
Right.
That's a fact. That's a
I
fact.
definitely feel you. So you started out in church and then you transitioned into more of R&B music. Did you start off as a solo artist or did you work your way as?
I started off singing with my little sister. So we were a Christian group. We were called Heavenly.
Heavenly.
Yeah, we sung Christian music at church.
Gospel hymns, praise and worship.
Yes, Lord.
Amen, amen.
Amen.
Let the congregation say amen, y'all.
Amen.
All right, that was good. I mean, everybody had their daily dosage of church today.
Great.
So, I want to know, because, you know, I remember you from FU all the time. You
Oh,
feel me?
yeah.
So, what would you tell that Natasha Mosely versus the 2020 swag drippy? Because you was drippy then. That's when I was like, I was trying to learn the.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I was trying to learn all that. So, like, what would you tell her versus you now? Like, what would you, your 2020, tell her?
My 2020 now is like a lot more mature,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a lot more level-headed and, you know, calm. I have my relationships and, you know what I'm saying, things that I wanted to go through, and not saying that I'm perfect now, but, you know what I'm saying, I can say I'm a lot more wiser.
Right, because
Nah.
I see your music made a drastic change. Like, you know, like that FU all the time was like a club banger. I'm giving my man a lap dance. And then I heard Hiding and like Tick the Cat. I'm like, oh nah, this is real.
Yeah.
Turn it up one time.
Yeah.
And I'm on my way over there like, All right.
Tip for tat.
Yeah, I did. I like that. That's why I posted the video. I'm like, nah, I like that. My little sister was like, who that? I'm like, just follow me.
Yeah, just
Just follow.
So let's stick with Tip for Tat. That's one of your newest release, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
What inspired you to, write that
Tip for
song?
tat is just,
Life.
it's just a life, like for real. And shout out to Mike Fresh. He co-wrote the song with me, and he's just amazing.
We like you, Mike Fresh.
Yes,
I
we
like
like
that
Mike
song.
Fresh because he really helps me get all my thoughts out and everything that I be feeling, and it's just like,
So you definitely,
you know.
you hit the nail on that one.
Yeah, because everybody, whether relationships, working relationships, everything got to be a tip for tat. I
Right.
light you up, you light me up. I write you a story.
But you know what? I'm really like that though.
Are
Like,
you?
yeah, I really like
Like
tip
with
for
everything?
tat. Well, kind of, but not really, but kind of.
But you know what? You
But I
showed
did
you
it.
a tit for tat, and I like that. The honesty,
Yeah.
like, look, you see how I supported you? You went back and
Yeah,
reposted the
thank
shit.
you.
Tit for tat.
Yes.
Feel me?
But honestly,
I like
this
that.
world is such a give and take world.
Yep.
So every relationship, you gotta give and take, and that's the balance within it. But listen, I want you guys to stay tuned and listen to Tips for Tat with Natasha Mosely. This is Tapped Into with MsNiyaNicole and my co-host Dee Dee.
Here, and this is talent, advertising, and people, and we're gonna be right back, y'all.
You heard.
Ooh, hey, this is on my body. Take it off. No, I really like the Tip for Tat song. That's the one that I heard today. Like I've been heard like like anything and hiding and but like Tip for Tat. I just heard that today and I was like, oh, this is nice. And I didn't know that video was you. Like that was you, right? I was like, oh, she really is cute in person. On the counter. For real. It's crazy, but nah, I like your style. I think you grew a lot. Like
99.5. That's your radio station. IG
I
99.5.
got such a ear for music. I wanted to know like
Radio
what
station IG
what's your
99.5.
genre
It's
of music that, like,
WBY
R&B.
Yeah, it's R&B, but it's
Like neo soul a little bit.
it can be a little bit of different things.
WBDY. Boy, dog, Y.
WB
So I don't know.
99.5.
Yeah, because it is growing. Like you're not in the same place you was like maybe 7 years ago.
WBY.
7 years ago I was 14.
And then underscore
You know what I mean? So I was really
99.5.
watching that video. Who wants? Oh, that's not the move. All right,
Nah, yeah.
let's start over. Demand, bring it back.
Yeah.
It was on demand, so that's how I had it.
Exactly.
Bring it back. Why you laughing? You act like you don't got spectrum. Stop playing. You know you got that spectrum.
Dang, it's gonna put a brother out there.
You know you be watching on demand. You trying to play me? I was getting my music video on.
No, it was just funny at first.
Alright.
You ready, Dahlia, to go
Yeah.
back in? All right, go for it.
What's up? We are back on Tapped Into with your girl MsNiyaNicole and my co-host Dee Dee.
Here, what's going on, y'all?
And we got a special guest that we're interviewing. Natasha Mosely is in the building.
Of course. Happy to be here.
Yes, and we're gonna get back more into her business. So we were just talking about your single, Tip for Tat. What certain crowd are you trying to reach with your music?
All the crowds. Like I don't want to just say, oh no, it's not for you. Because I want to try to reach everybody. You know, I have some songs that's, ratchet. I got some songs I'm cussing in. I got some songs pouring my heart out into. I got some songs that's, just, it's a little bit of everything for everybody. I feel like.
Do you got a song on that album right now I could just clean the crib to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
Look,
Because I like to do that.
My new album is going to be so, like all of my albums were me.
Mhm.
But I think that this year, I think this year was the most year I learned so much in my life. And like I feel like my writing grew and I noticed it myself.
That was my next question. So you do write your own music?
Yes, of course.
I like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't get a lot of course, because listen, people be fronting, stunting, doing it for the Vine, the gram, and I could tell when you sound like someone else. Like if Neo wrote something for Ariana Grande, you could tell sometimes, like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, Neo produced that. You understand what I'm saying? So every time, from like anything,
Yeah.
For example, I could tell anything. I was like, yo, I'm feeling this. I'm like, I'm about to cry. Versus like, F you all the time. You understand what I'm saying?
But even though I write all my stuff, I'm very selective about who I write with.
Mhm.
So, and I'm real funny acting about it. And I know I'm funny acting. Like,
You got
I'm
every right
okay
to
with
be.
that.
Right.
Because I feel like, I have a gift, and whoever I'm working with has a gift too. I see that gift in you. You see the gift in me. So why not bring our gifts together?
Like,
You know,
collectively at that.
And manifesting each other's visions
Yeah.
at the same time. Do you set a vibe at the studio when you're recording or writing?
Like, what do you
I
do?
set a vibe. Okay, I like candles.
Mhm.
I got all types of snacks. I really like candy.
Now she said snacks, y'all. I thought she was gonna say like sage, you know,
Look,
toasters.
you know, I don't have
She said
nothing
snacks.
against sage. I love sage.
Mhm.
It just smells.
Yeah. Well, you can get incense, you know
You
what I'm
know,
saying?
it smells.
Mhm.
Now, and I get sage. You know, I love it. I'm all for the peace, and you know, keep the bad vibes out.
Have you
Yeah.
ever tried Palo Santo?
Yeah.
No, look, I have my handy dandy Bible. I will bring that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look, that's all.
That I
She
need.
said the
And
good
it doesn't
book.
smell like anything, but I'm not throwing shade on the sage.
Right. No, I feel you.
Because I like sage. I like the, you know, I just don't like the smell of it.
Right.
But I like to spray my perfume in the booth, especially like around the
She
nice
said
area.
that. Oh yeah, that's you.
Because, you know, I be taking deep breaths in and whatever I'm
You don't want to
breathing
smell
in,
nobody after
you
breath.
know, I always do that. I do the candles. And just a lot of weed, you know, backwards, washed off.
Oh, backwards. Let me get you a stout.
Right.
Hold up. Somebody get my bag.
Yeah.
Well, now this is definitely a
And
creative
good
space.
vibes.
Great
Right.
vibes. It's always needed and positivity.
What's your sign? Speaking of good vibes.
I'm a Libra.
Ah.
We are the best.
Dang, currently dealing with a Libra right now.
I feel like Libras is either their way or the highway.
And you know what? Everybody says that.
She just said
But
that.
they don't always understand the highway way.
See, I'm gonna just head on out.
I like you.
I'm gonna head on out on that one.
You know?
Nice.
It's true. No, Libras is their way or the highway. You can't tell me. She just said it about her music. She gonna act funny with her music. You gotta give it to her correct, but don't give it to her at all.
Well, don't be in the studio.
You feel
Or
me?
don't be in the studio, like
Don't be in the
for real,
studio.
for real. And I be wanting to look up resumes and stuff like that because I've been in the studio with people and the
I like that.
engineers don't be going all fast and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like to be sitting in the booth waiting on the engineer. Like I'm getting irritated right now. just thinking
Understood.
about it.
Understood. Like
I
understood.
feel you on that.
I had a question about that. Like, you know, have you ever had someone like ask you, you know, like you said, you know, looking for credentials, you feel me, like looking up your resume. Have you ever, you know, I saw you did a feature with Vito. I'm not sure if I said his name right, but like, you know, has he ever been like, you know, let me see who you worked with before. Like, can I see your credentials? Anybody ever stepped to you like that? Like you wasn't
Yeah.
as of value, like you thought you were. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
people
saying?
step to me, and then once they see my credentials, then they be like, "Oh,
Oh.
well, and then I be like,
Extra 500 on the book. Stop.
well, let me double check and see if I still want to work with you."
Right.
See,
Right.
since you gave me that energy.
Since
That's
you
why I
gave me
wanna know.
that energy, but there's a flip side of that because I don't want to be the one on the other side of the table giving off that energy.
Right.
I understood. It's both ways.
It's both ways.
Right.
So
I like that.
I really have to watch myself because I want to be treated how, you know, I want people to treat me how, you know,
You
treat people how you want to be treated.
The golden rule.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's a disadvantage being a woman in the industry, or is it more of a pro being in the industry as a woman? Or
I
do
think
people
that-
really step to you because you are a woman? Like, do they try you?
Of course, man. Everybody's gonna try, you know, women in the music industry, but you know what I'm saying, they're not gonna try boss.
Not gonna try a boss. Feel me?
Okay, you know, I had to, you know, let that be known because people get tried. But you know, I'm an OG in the game, you know what I'm saying? You can't try OG in the game.
Right.
Right. So how long have you been in the game?
I've been in the game for a long time.
That's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's enough.
Right. It's a video.
I was about to say that. I'm like,
I
you
was
can't
like,
ask that. You can't even ask that.
We've been here, you know what I'm saying? I've been growing up with y'all, y'all been growing up with me.
That's a fact. You say that again. I told you I'm trying to get that little dip correct.
Right. And you've been in the game, like you said, for a long time. You're an OG and you've worked with a lot of people in the industry, like as you mentioned, Vito. Also Gucci Mane. You have 2 features with Gucci Mane, Drunk and Pretty. Bird. Drunk and Pretty. How were those collaborations with him?
Working with Gucci Mane is awesome. He's amazing. And he's just such an inspiration. And every time he sees me, he's like, "You a star, Natasha. You a star." He always tells me that. So I'm like, I love working with Gucci. He's awesome.
Now,
It's Gucci Mane.
exactly.
Right?
Like what? Now I have a question. Like usually when artists get too big for themselves, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, you know, you actually was in the booth working with Gucci. You know, when they get too big, they'll lay their verse down and be like, "She can come later." lay that down. You understand what I'm saying? So you actually was collectively working with him, and he treated you like artists. You know what I'm saying? Because I can tell you, Gucci Mane did a couple tracks with people, and they wasn't there together. You understand what I'm saying?
We was in the studio.
You got that real love.
Video shoot.
You understand?
Kicking it.
I like
you know
that.
what I'm saying? Like he's awesome.
That's good. Shout out Gucci Mane.
Yeah. Shout out to Gucci.
And the very first feature I did hear you on was Lil Wayne and Jeremiah.
Yeah.
How did that collaboration come about?
So actually, I was just doing a song for them to sell it. I was just doing, you know what I'm saying, just doing features. I mean not features, but demo records.
Right.
So you wrote the song all of the time?
So me and 40.
Who is actually 40?
That's Drake's.
I was about to say, is that Drake's
That's
producer?
Drake's producer.
Okay, I was just making
So-
sure. You said 40 because we don't know 40 personally. You do think that's 40.
Well, and this is the thing. So I never got to meet him.
Mhm.
So he did some of the track, and then he sent it over, and then I did.
You did your part.
I did my thing, and so I didn't even know Jeremiah had put the song out. I just got a whole bunch of notifications because, from my understanding, Diddy had the song, and he wanted Cassie to be on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't expecting for my notifications to be getting blown up the next couple of weeks later. Jeremiah just dropped the song.
So you didn't know you was
Okay.
featured on the song when Jeremiah
I
dropped
mean,
it?
I knew I was featured on it because, of course, he had my name on it.
Mhm.
But from my understanding, I thought
You
Cassie
thought
was
it would
going to
be
be
a-
on the song.
Oh, wow. So it was a
You
shock.
thought so basically, you thought since Cassie was gonna take it through hearing, through the grapevine, you thought he was the underdog.
I thought, you know what I'm saying, they were just going to just, write me the check.
And just okay.
You know what I'm saying? But no, they ended up, everything came to me.
Were you happy about that?
I
Though?
was very happy about
Shocked,
it.
right?
Oh, well, okay, keep me in the song, okay.
That song was dope, even your part. It's very simple and simplistic, but it reaches the ear like, oh, who is that?
Hey, I told you I was
Right.
14. I'm telling you.
Right, me jamming to that, going to school on a bus, like, okay.
I'm coming home late, 105.1. I'm like, nah, don't get out the car yet. You gotta hear this song.
Gotta finish it.
Gotta hear this song. I'm telling you, curfew was at 11:30.
Yeah.
It's 11:35. I'm like, all right, I'm out. I listened to Natasha Mosely already. I didn't even know when Naya told me about the interview. I'm like, that sounds familiar. I looked it up and I'm like, 7 years ago, that was my jam.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was like, and I played it. I'm like, oh yeah.
It's such a classic.
It is a classic. It's mad funny. I sent it to my little sister. She was like, oh my God, you got it. Like, oh, I'm like, I'm gonna record too bad. Too bad. So no, I'm really happy to meet her.
Right.
Like starstruck. Oh my God. Oh my God.
So Gucci Mane, Lil Wayne,
Vito.
Tyga, Vito, YG, and recently too, Cash Doll.
Yeah, Cash Doll, can't forget Kevin Gates. Shout out to Kevin Gates.
Hey.
On your new album.
Yes, Kevin Gates is on there. You know, speaking of Kevin Gates, he sent the song. He sent his verse over. But I was in LA one time, and I was at the gas station, and so happened he pulled up right beside me.
Hey.
And I was like, hey, it's me, Natasha. Like we was in the studio, but we wasn't in the studio.
Right.
And so I'm just hoping he knows who I am.
Right?
And he was like, I got your music right now in the car. And I was like, swear. And he had my music. He had my album.
Wow.
in his album.
That's
Like,
love. Like,
And that's
and
literally
we took a
dreams
picture
coming
in front of
true.
the gas station in LA.
that's love.
That is dope.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned, you have this song with Kevin Gates. It's called Over It on
Yeah.
your new album. What's the name of your album?
So that album name was Live Forever.
Lit
I
fire.
have a new album coming out.
Oh
It ain't out yet.
We get an exclusive drop right here
It's
on
a fact.
Tap
You
Into.
heard it here
New
first.
album coming out, and like I'm so excited about this album that I'm scared in a good way.
That's a good thing.
Like, and I ain't really felt like this one before because it's like, I don't know. I look, y'all just gonna have to be ready. Put y'all seatbelts on.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay.
I be watching it every day.
Cause
Like,
it's gonna
story.
go.
Do you feel more vulnerable in this
Yeah,
album?
I really do.
Mm.
Like, oh my god, I'm really like giving y'all myself right now.
That's what we want. I told you we was gonna tap in.
Right. So when can we expect that album?
First quarter. It's coming.
Cool.
I heard it right here on Tapped Into. Listen, this is your girl, MsNiyaNicole. I got my co-host in the building, Dee
You already know that.
and we are interviewing the star, Natasha Mosely.
Keep it locked. We got more coming with you. We tapping in. Don't tap out. Stay tuned. You had to snap a picture right there. Simultaneously, my bottom lip was open, bro.
I could have seen it lit. I mean, do you want me to zoom in and replay it back?
Yeah, this might go. I didn't get this motion stuff in there. I'm playing. Now, your music is on every platform, right? Okay, cool. As far as, because I'm hyped. I just got Apple Music because I can pay my bills now. Apple Music! So, who's your role model, though, as far as like a music role model? You feel me? Man and woman. I want to know man and woman. Yeah, just one and one. I'm asking you again on this thing because that's a damn good question.
Yeah, but I don't even have an answer to that. Like, I'm still thinking right now.
Yeah. And I don't gotta be anybody like famous, but whoever your role model is, they don't gotta be a singer, a songwriter. It could be the pastor in the church.
Do you want to mention some of the songs on your new album?
Or you wanna keep it a secret?
It's a secret.
I know.
It's
I already know.
Lit.
We like you, my fresh.
Is he still out there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ready? Ready when you are.
Do anybody mind if I roll up?
I'll do it.
Oh,
I'll do it.
I guess she said.
he rolling up out there?
I don't know, but
Uh-huh.
out there, don't we just... You want to...
I'm ready when y'all are, though.
Oh, you body function.
What time does your event start today?
I just know I need to be there by a good time. Probably
10:30, 11.
10, 11.
Ready?
You ready?
Bless you.
Thank you. I'm trying to like avoid that. So just say my name. Ready? I'm ready.
You ready? Yes. What's up, you guys? This is your girl, MsNiyaNicole, and this is Tapped Into, and I got my co-host Dee in the building.
Here, and we're back, talent, advertisement people, and we got Natasha Mosely in the building, singer, songwriter, drippity drip in this blue fur she got on, feel me?
Yes.
We interviewing her on Tapped Into, we getting more into what it is that drives Miss Mosely. I'm feeling her music from the old to the new, and we tapping in. I'm getting more questions, I'm getting more nosier as time goes on. And like I said earlier, I wanted to know who your role model is. They don't have to necessarily be a celebrity or a musician, but somebody that helps you, motivates you, inspires you, pep talk, lifts you up, you feel me?
That's a hard question.
I know, and that's why this is my job. To ask these
That's a
questions,
really
like, you know,
hard
take your
question.
brain, like,
You know, I really am, you know, just inspired by the people around me because I try to keep good people around me, positive people around me, uplifting people around me, you know what I'm saying? And people that are doing their thing because, you know, that's what you want to have around.
Yep,
around
surround
you,
yourself
you
with
need to
like-minded
surround
people.
yourself
Who you
with
hang around.
like-minded people. So
Mhm.
I definitely keep that in mind. But music-wise, who inspires